What's going on YouTube? Sins of Wrath here, and I'm bringing you guys a little bit of Toy Soldiers Cold War. This game came out a few months ago, and it's on Xbox Arcade Marketplace, and it's a lot of fun. I actually purchased the original Toy Story, and then they came out with this one. I had to be all over it. It was one of my exciting arcade releases that I was looking forward to. And what is Toy Story? I've never done a video on it, but it is absolute weapon carnage. It is a lot of fun, especially if you can get a buddy in. It has a co-op option. You guys can get together, and it's basically like a tower defense with a twist. As you guys can see, got tons of enemy soldiers coming at me, and you can basically purchase and place different emplacements. Funny how that sounds. Throughout the map and all the locations that you have. When I zoom back out here, you guys will see the little round spots on the map as well as the square ones, and they're basically designated for your weapons. You have different types of weapons. You have the ones that are smaller, which are for the round areas, and you have the ones that are bigger, which are for the square areas. With that being said, as you guys can see here, I just placed a anti-tank weapon system, whatever, and I did do a carnage, so I earned me a Rambo. And this is one of the funner parts of it. You guys can earn there's different things you can earn by going on rampage, but doing a lot of overkills and continuous kills of the enemy. Okay, this is one of the things. This Rambo guy, he has a rocket launcher and a machine gun, and he just goes to town. It is a ton of fun. I don't know how to explain it any further than that. Pretty much can take out anything, tanks, etc., etc. Now, one thing to know about the game. There is basically four different difficulty modes. Okay, my dog just stuck a butterfly on my chest. That is not part of the video, by the way. But there's four different difficulty modes, from easy, medium, hard to Are You Crazy? Okay, I'm playing. This is an easier one, just to show you guys the game, the video of it. And right now I'm showing you guys the anti-tank version of it. As you guys can see, it looks like he's shooting a regular anti-tank rocket launcher, and everything is upgradable. All your weapon types you have, and I will get to this towards the end of the video, the last third of it. I'm only going through all the weapons in here, so I'm not going to go ahead and jump into too many details. On your bigger, like these square ones, you guys can place different things: anti-air turrets and artillery pieces. And you can jump into each and every one of those turrets, and you can use them yourself. That's basically where the twist comes in between, being just a regular tower defense game and you actually being able to operate this stuff. I just did an upgrade on that, and like I said, I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But what I'm playing here is basically like a survival mode. If you, for my viewers that watch a lot of my Modern Warfare stuff, or COD games. This is basically like survival on Modern Warfare, World Warfare 3. You have a bunch of enemies coming at you non-stop, or there's only a couple second break in between, and you're gonna go take them out, and that's how you basically win. On the right side here, if you guys can see, there's a building. It's basically my toy box, and if they get into my toy box, I lose. And one of the versions that I'm using right now is an upgraded anti-tank weapon, which can fire 5 pellets at once. One thing to note also, these pieces that you put down, as you can see, there's a turret in the back that's shooting by itself. All the turrets shoot by themselves unless you play it on the insane version of the game. When you jump into the insane, you have to control all of the towers. They will not shoot for you, that's why it makes it so insane. Because using the actual AI to help you is a big plus. It's a good time. I've actually played this, I've reached very high in the leaderboards in this game. I played it with my friend Boogeyman303, and we just tear things up. Right now you guys are seeing another part of the game, which adds to the twist as well. You can pick up radio-controlled vehicles, such as, for example, this M1A1 tank. There are also UE aircraft, there's F-14 fighters you can fly, Apache helicopters. Not all maps have those available. This particular map only had this tank available, and I can basically pick it up and drive it. On the bottom left side, you guys can see my battery pack. When that battery pack runs out, the tank gets destroyed, automatically replaces itself onto the battery pad, and once it's recharged, you can use it again. So it is awesome. These things are just like the Rambo guy was. It's total and utter carnage, Definitely a game that if you guys haven't picked it up in arcade, I would do it. It's probably a little cheaper now even, because it's been out for a few months. and it's definitely worth the money. This is one of the few games that I think is definitely worth the money for you guys to get, and it gets you out of the you know, as you yeah, there you go. I just got destroyed. Battery time was pretty much over, and as you can see, I end up going straight into back into the pad, and the tank is now reloading itself. There was an upgraded version for the missile launcher, anti-air missile launcher. The downfall is of course they can't shoot on the enemy on the ground, but you know, that's the way that is. Also, you have mortar launchers as well. Your mortar launchers also have 3 categories to it. You have your machine guns, which can be upgraded twice. Your mortar launchers, which can upgrade twice. Your anti-tank, which can be upgraded twice. And I will get to that in a second. I think I actually got a little bit of clip of it here. There it is right there. My anti-tank is upgraded. And once you upgrade to your last version, bah, you have a tow missile launcher, which you can actually follow its path all the way to the target. And it is absolute beast. Overkill, overkill, and overkill. This is my favorite weapon right here, and every time I have this thing, I'm using it for everything. I'm shooting down aircraft with it because you can actually guide it right towards the aircraft. Well, here are some of the weapons that we have. Here is your basic 50 caliber starting out, and you guys saw me use that in the beginning of the video. Here's an upgrade version, which is basically 2 50 calibers attached to another, and then the final version of that is a minigun. This thing will mow down anything. All right. For your mortar launchers, you have your basic mortar launcher right here. Then there's upgrade to it, and basically the way that you see those upgrades is they're just bigger. Okay, here's your bigger one. Once you upgrade to the second one, it actually shoots out chemical smoke as well. And here's your final mortar launcher. Your anti-tank weapons, you have your basic rocket launcher, unguided. Then you come to your actual anti-tank gun, which you can shoot if you control it 5 pellets at a time. And finally, you guys saw me use that at the end. Here's a tow missile launcher anti-tank, which I use for everything, even ground forces. And your artillery pieces, you go from one to here's the medium one, and then finally you get to your MLRS missile launcher, which I'm not too fond of because it's a long reload, but it does carnage on a large scale on the field. I just use the regular medium artillery. Your anti-air, you have your regular Bofors anti-air gun, and then you jump into your guided missile launcher. You can fire up to 4 at one time, and then it reloads. And then here's your Patriot anti-air missile launcher. This thing is beast. Can lock onto multiple targets at once. On your oddball weapons, you have this chemical, I don't even know how to spray bug launcher, or spray launcher, whatever. Then you have this one is an upgrade to that, which it basically fires flames out of it. And then finally, this beast right here, which is carnage on a big scale, or a certain circumference around the thing. Well, this is it, guys. You guys have a wonderful day.